Go check out this video sponsor, Boutique FDB, for all your miniature and painting needs. Today I'm painting an abomination that's going to make the Dead West look even deader. It's the Fat Mace. Hey there, Zombicide fans. I hope you're having a good day. So Fat Mace is primed in a matte gray air primer, and this is from the Dead West box, so the stretch goals box. And we're starting off at a dry brushing of amber skin. I don't have the picture for this, so that's why I just did a freeze frame on that. And look at my new dry brushing palette. Yeah, I don't have a video on it, but I tossed a whole bunch of bits and parts from Dungeons and Lasers sci-fi stuff with some corks board and some rocks and glue and all sorts of weird stuff. And this way you can put your dry brush to the test and you see exactly how much is left on your brush. Plus, it leaves some of the moisture in there to really keep some of the paint more adherent to your miniature. And as you can see, I'm dry brushing this all over my miniature because I want it to have this like grayish beige skin tone, just like in the artwork. So a really gross looking dead fat Mace zombie or abomination. I mean, he looks a lot like Pussbag, which is kind of funny, and he just has this huge arm with these big spikes on it. Alright, the first color we're actually using is Uniform Gray. Yeah, we're going to be using some regular war paints today, folks. And we're doing this on the pants or underwear or whatever he's got left. And I really, on the wet palette, I'm starting to really learn about the whole, like, watering down or, like, you know, thinning down your paints. So this way, you don't have to put too much shading on it. You let the paint do the work. And the undercoat sort of comes through on the raised edges when you just, like, really let it... or glaze it. Not glaze, well, this is not glazing, because glazing would be a lot thinner than this and it'd be like multiple layers of it. This is just thinning it out with a little bit of water on your brush, and then you just, you know, wipe off some of the excess paint or whatever, and you go to town on your miniature. I was a little iffy about using this Uniform Gray because I realized, okay, this is pretty gray compared as well as the butt, but you know what, it's just going to make this guy look even more like, I don't know, gruesome kind of thing. You're really going to be focusing on the body of this miniature instead of the clothing. And to come back to the clothing again, and I slowed this down to 2 times, by the way. This is not 4 times painting, because the 4 times painting I find is just a little too fast. The videos are not long at all. I know some of you just skip through and like, oh, I want to see what colors I want. But please, hey, I like talking about my miniature hobby. I like talking about painting. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Okay, I no longer have the TubeBuddy service that boosts my videos. My views have gone down, my subscribers have gone down, everything has gone down since I left that service. I find it ridiculous that you need to pay these days to get your videos out there. So please help the algorithm by liking, subscribing, commenting, and I want like tons of likes. I would love to see one of my videos hit 100 likes. That would be just beyond amazing, and a great big thank you to you guys for the support. I love making these videos. I love painting. It is harder for me lately to paint as much as I would love to, but I'm not getting into that, the reasoning why. But anyways, I still love to paint. I'm coming up with a cool video right now. I've been working on it for the past few days, so I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys are also enjoying the voting tab on my community tab there on the YouTube channel. You can go vote for which miniature gets the video. Now, if you want, please let me know also in the comments if you think that I should put 2 against each other or 3 against each other, and the ones that don't make it just don't get a video, and then we just move on. Like, I have them recorded, it doesn't matter, I can make them anyways. Or do I do like I've been doing, where the losers move on to the next miniature and see if they can take them on, or if they get booted again? Just let me know in the comments what you guys like. Go visit that community tab, go check out those polls, and have some fun voting on them. Alright, the next thing we're going to be doing is some Banshee Brown now for those huge spikes. Even though the big disaster of a mess I'm going to do at the end of the video, spoiler alert, is going to pretty much cover up all this work. But it doesn't matter because the Banshee Brown looks really cool, gives it a nice spike look to it. Almost as if it was his bones of his knuckles punching out of his hand there. And I know why they call him Fat Mace. It's like he has a big mace on his hand. Like, this thing is massive. You know, there's anyways, if you haven't played Zombicide, Undead, or Alive, take a look at a couple of my videos I did. Let me know also in the comments if you'd like me to do more board gaming videos, like to actually do some playthrough and stuff like that, because I don't mind. I would love to do that. The next step I'm going to be doing on this miniature is actually going to be speeding it up to 4 times because it is extremely long and arduous. Now, some people would have been like, why are you doing this? because I only wanted to shade the recesses. After I did the dry brush and letting it dry, I could have put this soft tone on the entirety of the miniature and then re-dry brushed again. Or just put the soft tone, dry brush. That would work too. And it would save a lot of time, because right now, as you can see, I'm going with a small brush inside all the little nooks and crannies of all the pus bags that this guy has on him. But I find it has a really cool effect, actually, because you're really just emphasizing those cracks and where you want like a shadowy, grimy effect, right? You don't have to worry about certain areas. Like if you put some, like if I would have put some all over the skin, it would have like lightened it down. It would have also, after the dry brush, I find it like meshes all the colors together. So if you don't want that, I mean, you could dry brush, like I said, after the wash. It's really dry, you do your dry brush again. But I wanted to try this. I've never done the recess highlighting, as they call it, to get the shading really well done. And when you look at him in person, you really see that beigeish gray skin and the popping of that effect of the shadows of the soft tone being in there. So if you haven't tried it before and you're a little hesitant, go ahead and take a look at it. And by the way, if you are in the area of Boutique FDB, like you actually live close to it, if you watch these videos and you're near me, I go and help people paint on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time. In person. I bring my equipment. I have a little learning plan there. I'm going to teach the basics of painting, what you need to paint, what tools you should get as a beginner, something like that. So if you are in the area, come stop by Monday nights and I will be there to help you paint your miniatures. Alright, we're moving on to pretty much the last part of this miniature before I have a lot of fun. Disgusting Slime. I haven't used this in such a long time. It is a great effects paint from the Army Painter. I think it does a little bit better job than Nurgle's Rot. It's really fluorescent too, and it kind of gives a shine as well to the paint, and not too much of a shine. So if you really want to make these pop, I put a little bit of varnish, like a gloss varnish on it, and just, yeah, make it really pop. And I'm not putting on this on all the sores, because even in the artwork, you didn't have it on all the sores. I don't know if you can see it too much in the background there, but I just picked some random ones here and there and put that on there as if they're ready to pop kind of thing, whereas the other ones are still maybe under the skin a bit more. Pretty grimy looking miniature. And by the way, this people are like so fed up of the Zombicides, but because there's so many of them. But you know what? I still love all the miniatures that come with them. Too many heroes though, too many survivors. Simon, come on, give us more zombies and more different things. Okay, now I am trying to do a very bloody mess on his mace. I've heard with the hoo-hoo glue or yoo-hoo glue and some blood mixed into it, not real blood, of course, painting blood, you get this like effect of, you know, drool or whatever. But see, I'm trying here so hard to get that little, and it's just not working. So I don't know if I got the wrong yoo-hoo glue, but it's not stretchy. I found I have this other Instacure glue that's actually a little bit better for that, like really stretches, and the bottle's all messed up anyway, so I might just take some out and put some blood and try it that way one time. But see, I'm combing it across. I see people that just grab their yoo-hoo glue and it just goes wee all over the place and makes all these cool lines and spiderweb effects. Mine just glob. However, when it dries with that blood effect, it actually looks really cool. You see it in the picture, you'll see it at the end in the rotating. I'm just showing you how difficult I was having a hard time putting on those like webbing effects. I would have loved to see the webbing effects. Hey, wouldn't you have loved to see the webbing effects? Well, there you have it. The Fat Mace is painted from Zombicide, Undead or Alive. I hope you enjoyed these videos, folks. Hit that like button again. Let's get it to 100 likes. Come on, you can do it. And subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all in the next one.